everybody, my name is Miranda and today I'm here to react to episode 4 of Lockwood and Co. I am so shocked by how episode 3 went. So you guys confirm for me because I think I was just in such denial and also impressed that they revealed the killer of the seemingly big mystery by episode 3. But yes, Fairfax was the killer of Annabelle. I think I was just so astounded that again, they would reveal something like that I think a lot of other shows would keep close to hand until one of the last episodes. But I guess they're trying to combine multiple books is what it sounds like into this season. So now the cover-up is kind of still going to be in play as an overarching thing, but we're going to move on to a different mystery. And I actually am really impressed by that. Like I said, I think that takes a lot of guts for a show, especially in its first season, to be we're going to wrap up this mystery, because I think there's also that thing of that's what keeps viewers who might not love the show but are oh, I at least want to see what I'm invested enough to find out what the answer to this mystery is. So to solve it by episode 3 I think is really impressive and gutsy and takes a lot of, courage. So I'm excited to see what direction we're gonna head in now. The last episode ended with, I guess, this maybe new mystery that we're gonna be going towards, where Lucy opened the ghost skull by accident and then was able to hear it saying her name and fainted from it. I don't know if the faint was just from the shock of hearing a ghost say your name, or if that was also due to whatever juice gas got revealed when the jar was open. But yeah, I'm just excited to check it out and hope that Lucy, just has a normal episode. But I feel like that's probably a small hope to actually come to fruition. So yeah, let's see what happens. That sweater looks so cozy. Every time I see her in it, I'm oh, I just want to wear it. Don't go into the dark closet, Lucy. We need to start making more informed choices. Look what happens to you when you're not even trying. He scared me when he's that excited. He went from so negative to being come on, it's time. Were they able to close, did anyone realize the jar was open and they closed it? That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, I'm gonna side with them on this. Normally I don't, but going to a cemetery when there's a ghost problem out, yeah, I could see why they're yeah, we need some protection or else we're gonna sue you. Is there such a thing as a classy grave section? It's so funny how he just has getting famous on the brain, but I could see where that gives you a certain protection, right? If you're well known. I think of it as putting a target on their back, especially in this world, but I could see where he thinks oh, it gets us money, it gets us protection from the government. They can't, if the public's on our side, they can't really step in and do anything. So they want them to check out the graves just to see if there's any ghosts, or they already know there's going to be a ghost there that's going to be an issue. Oh, thank you for summing that up for me. That's what I was questioning myself. Thank you. This man is I don't know. I love him, but you can see where people are yeah, maybe we should keep you in check. I feel that's what George does. He's someone needs to keep Lockwood in check, and that's why he's kind of thinks Lucy isn't a good fit with them, because she will also go running headfirst into danger. Who's the notable exception? That's interesting. Is it George? Wait, is it George? Because he does seem to steal a lot of sources, but Lucy also stole a source, so... Oh. That's interesting. They're throwing eggs? From what I've seen in this world, it seems like you shouldn't waste eggs. Oh my gosh, he's so funny. He's no thank you, no thank you. He just, the way he rolls with everything is so funny. So they think that ghosts should be welcomed. On one hand, I get that, because maybe some of the ghosts are just here to just chill and vibe. But on the other hand, there are definitely some ghosts that all they want to do is mess things up and kill people. So I feel I don't know. That's concerning. Have any of those people actually even met a ghost that are we should keep the ghosts around? George, I forgot, because he's been so nice to Lucy, how much of a dick he can be. Don't get me wrong, I love it. What? I thought they made it sound like they'll have security and stuff. Man, everyone screws them over in this world. Like, they sign these contracts and then they either try and kill them and trap them in a ghost room, or they send them to go get killed by a ghost, probably, because they have no backup. Uh-oh, what's happening to her that she's, like, freaking out? Oh, maybe it's from the ghost, because they did say that, like, it was making people very nauseous, right? It kind of makes me suspicious that she wasn't there, but maybe she was truly doing something else. I don't know. She seems nice. I mean, George and her seem to be connected and, like, they both really love the research aspect of it, so maybe she is good. I know, they're just like, can you hold the flashlight today? I'm like, does she look like she's okay right now? Like, maybe let's check in on her first. So thank you for that, Lockwood. I know George is in, like, research nerd mode, right? Wait, why would it be made of iron? Unless there's, like, already a ghost in there. That's weird. Okay, so that makes no sense. Yeah, what is it? Is it something supernatural? Oh, the like flies are freaking me out. Like, I can't even imagine how she feels because it's like they just make you think of dead things. They're like, we're not doing so good, and Lockwood's like, it's fine, let's just finish it. I wonder if he's being affected too and just not say anything, because I feel like he would not say anything, but I feel like because Lucy is so highly attuned, like, things will affect her more. Ew, is that blood? She cut herself. Oh, gross. That's not good. This lady, maybe she's not bad. She seems like way in over her head. What? I think this thing was meant to stay buried. Don't open it. I feel like it's gonna make it worse for her. She's like literally about to pass out from the pain. What is that thing? I wouldn't even know where to stab it. I'd be like, this was a person? What? Oh, George is like going into a trance. Is that the ghost thing? Okay, you need to stab it right now. We're about to lose George. Like, go. Don't look. Does Lucy look like she's in any condition right now to do anything? Whew. Oh my gosh, that noise was even starting to bother me. They did a good job mixing it. You need to get that, like, bandage. That was a lot of blood. Also, yeah, what's wrong with George? Hello? Not our fine. Lockwood, you should have taken a moment to regroup like they said. I still don't think that thing was human. Or, like, there's a reason they sealed it in an iron. Well, it was a door, so maybe it was like they wanted it. Maybe that's the plan. They wanted it to open eventually. That's true. But maybe this was, well, way before the problem, so it's not like this caused the problem, but it could be something that maybe leads back to what did cause the problem eventually down the road. Okay, this guy needs to stuff it. Like, I want to toss him down into there and be like, hey, sir, you deal with that. Please. Thanks. I like how he knows Lucy well enough to be like, I can't see her. That's not a good sign. Yeah, how did it know your name? That's what I'm curious about. Oh my gosh, this man's like, I can't find Lucy. George is stepping into the contained thing that he shouldn't be. He's like a dad, but like they each take turns being the parent, right? Sometimes it has to be George, sometimes it has to be Lucy, sometimes it has to be Lockwood. And that's why they work. Oh no, bro, you couldn't have stepped anywhere else to not do. Oh no, and Lucy's like losing it now. Oh, I'm sorry, is that even a ghost? Like, normally ghosts kind of look like people, right? That looks like a giant thing from the Mummy. Dang, Lucy, she just chucked that. This is insane. What the heck? Like, that doesn't look like a ghost. Ugh, everyone's just like, well, you guys told us it was safe, and you lied to us. Yeah, so no one touched the net. Everyone just stay away from that area. Lockwood? Oh, I forgot about the door. How convenient. You can talk, but you can't tell us what's going on. Do not fall for this. Like, who knows how long this thing has been spying on you guys. Anything that could talk but then is like, I need you to let me go to tell you the full story. I'd be like, no thanks. It's like an angry parent. Where have you been? Yeah, it doesn't really seem like a good friend. I can't believe she was really gonna unleash it though. I mean, I guess like she feels like no one's really giving her answers, right? But like, you gotta think things through. That's kind of in her character, I guess, that she's impulsive. But like, I can't believe she was almost gonna open it. Like, don't trust anything that is talking to you and then is like, no, I've gotta wait, you know? You've gotta let me out before I can teach you anything. Like, no. She was going through something. That is very rude. What is she doing? Oh, she just brought it up? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm appreciating that there's no secrets, I guess. Yeah, I don't see why he, of all people, wouldn't believe this. Like, that's very rude. He's being so rude. Like, you want to investigate your mirror, but you won't stop and hear her out for this? Yeah, please. He says stuff sometimes and I'm like, you need to leave. Like, he's so rude. Like, you are obsessed with that mirror and, like, you're gonna call her out? Yeah, he should know that that thing is right. Like, there is something in that room that she's not supposed to see. How do you know? Ugh. Lucy, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you walk, I'm right there with you, girl. Yes, you're a liability, and I probably will not last a day with you because you'll set something off. So if like type 1s are like just ghost here to chill, right? And type 2s are like more violent. Do you think it continues where it's like type 3 is like even more like some ancient kind of thing? Oh, here we go. Great. Aw. You still have to apologize, dick. That is so sweet. Oh my gosh. He's literally like her hype man. I love it. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And like, screw George for being like, you just like her because you like the way she looks at you. Like, that can be part of it, and like, he can actually respect her as a person. They're so cute, guys. I love them. And like, I love that the fact if they do become a couple is just gonna like bug George. Like, it's gonna make me so happy. Yeah, that was also not good considering what happened at the cemetery. That like immediately as soon as she got near it, he was like, where have you been? This is not good. Yikes. He's like, we protect children, but like, look what happened to Lucy. Like, I think he's might be a good, like, I'm leaning more towards him being a good guy, just like trying to follow the book. And he's gonna be like one of those, like, you know when it's like reluctantly you're like, I'll give you 5 seconds to pretend I didn't see you, right? When you're at like a crime scene or something. I feel like that's the vibe I get from. Did he see him like randomly? He was like, we've seen you 3 times, and he's like, no, twice. I feel like Lockwood was like, yeah, I was in your house like putting itch powder in your bed. Oh my gosh, he's so smug. I love it. Go George. He's in his element. The way he's like, is that good enough for you? The way he called him Bobby was so condescending. Bobby, let me know. That's a really sad cover story. Like, they were like, we cannot let people know that we're into ghosts. They have to think that our son is a pervert. I love that Lockwood is like, reacting. He's like laughing. He's like, George, I love it. No, 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 no. That's not fair to George and Lucy. They didn't agree to that. Bro, I know he's gonna do it, but no. Oh, gosh, of course. This is bad. This is really bad because there's no way they're gonna let themselves lose. They weren't gonna let themselves lose before, but now they're definitely not gonna. I cannot believe that because I honestly feel like even the way he came out and was like, we're not helping you, like, no way, even after they like told Inspector Barnes that they were gonna and like promised that they would, I feel like now there's no, like, they'll actively try and sabotage them now. There's no way that they're gonna let themselves lose their license. And I feel like it would almost, like, I would expect it if like they did lose this, like Lockwood and stuff, they would still operate. So I feel like it's going to be that they're going to lose and then they're going to supposed to not operate anymore and they're still just going to do it anyway, and it's going to cause me more stress because, you know, as the oldest one out of all of them, I feel like I'm in charge of them, and like, they stress me out with their, like, especially like they each take a turn stressing me out, which is quite nice, you know, that like I don't have to worry about all of them at once, but it's just like, I knew as soon as he said that, like as soon as he made it like a bet and then they upped the challenge, I was like, he's not going to be able to say no to it. Like that's his personality. So like, oh, I'm so stressed now because it's like I just know that Kips and all them are going to do something. I just know it. They're not going to play like clean or whatever. So I'm just not looking forward to that. And now we also have the type 3 thing going on, which I feel like if that comes out, like who knows if Fitz can actually communicate with a type 3, if she's just lying about that, because like all this cover up stuff would not make me surprised if like she can't really communicate with a type 3. And like, oh, maybe there will be like a setup of like she had a partner that like could communicate with a type 3 and like she killed him and stole all like the glory and stuff, and it'll be a nice parallel with Lockwood, who like wants all the fame and glory but like is willing to give it up for Lucy and like to help Lucy shine, and like shows the difference in like what a good person Lockwood is versus a bad person, of who's in charge of the world and stuff. So like that could be really interesting, and yeah, I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen. So if you have seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments, and the new mystery that we have unfolding and this bet that is gonna stress me out. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!